do you know if a school can grow your child's potential? Every child is unique. Successful people are people that are able to grow and shape their passions towards their professions. This is what we do at Imagination School. Deep dive modules immerse students in learning about big ideas through discovery, exploration, making connections, and using their imagination.
Every module starts with a play. Students come to school every day and they begin with a game, which allows them to connect to one another and also learn a nugget of the day's lesson in a fun and invigorating way. In this game, students are using color to simulate germs. We are integrating new content in an already familiar game like tag. All right, everybody show me your hands. Wow, so cool, look at all the colors. So what happened to the colors when we were playing tag? Yeah, Olivia.
The colors are mixed up in our hands.
Oh, and so if the colors are acting like germs, what were we simulating in this game? Yeah, Scott.
We're simulating how...
Reflection is a key component of every stage of our process. It allows students and teachers to understand what they were thinking throughout the activity, why we're doing it, and how we're doing it.
Showing that when you're in close contact with people, sometimes you don't notice because it's all invisible to our eye.
In this activity, students built their own targets on a piece of chart paper and then worked in partners to aim a water gun at the target, starting from further away and then moving closer. They're learning about now distance and contact of spreading germs, and how the closer you are, the more accurate the germs get spread to a certain target.
Last one, ready, aim, and go.
Explore is a time for students to really make their own opinions, ideas, and observations about the material in front of them. Can you give me a thumbs up if you've ever heard of this man, Louis Pasteur? Give me a thumbs up. All right, so you've heard, or you're familiar with the name, but maybe not sure what he did?
Louis Pasteur was a very famous doctor. He discovered germs, and he saved a boy from rabies.
You know that Louis Pasteur cured chicken cholera by giving the chickens a lower dose of cholera?
All right, give me a thumbs up if you know what a microscope is. All right, and who knows how a microscope works? Next, the students constructed their own microscopes out of a plastic cup, saran wrap, rubber band, and a little leaf, as well as water. They weren't given any instructions beyond the materials on their desk, and they were given the opportunity to explore and make their own microscope in the way that they thought was best.
Well, people are seeing what you did and they're expanding on that idea.
So what we've learned is that there are many different types of germs, and I'm gonna give you guys a bunch of pages that have different types on here, and you're gonna make them with the clay that you have on your desk. Can you guys each decide on 3 germs that you're gonna be making with the clay, and then we'll lay them all out and have a germ museum that we can all look at.
This germ you can find on your hand because it's in dirty water and it causes diarrhea. And it's very gross. I also made a germ that causes pink eye. You get a really pink eye and it's really itchy, and then you scratch it and then you touch someone else and they have it, and then they do that and it just spreads everywhere.
our goal of all of our lessons is that everything the students are learning is relevant to their own lives. When we get to the Imagine portion, we ask students how they could better educate their peers on how to stay safe from bad germs, but also wanting to educate them on the good germs that are in the world. So students created posters to put around the school to educate our peers and also our community.
When students connect learning to making a better world, they see the value of education. At Imagination School, learning is transformative. It is our goal for students to come out of learning activities with a new sense of themselves and the world.